Hi everyone, and welcome to the house at Pig Corner. Most of you know I'm Heather the narrator, and I'm not a real-life pig carer, just a cute artificial voice. But for anyone who might be visiting for the first time, the channel follows the lives of a group of 14 guinea pig boars, who live semi-free range, free to run around and forage by day, but night times are spent safely in a converted shed. That's provided they all turn up for evening roll call, which at this time of year, with the lighter evenings, can be a bit difficult, because they want to stay out later. Every evening they're all checked off one by one, before the doors shut and bolted for the night. Sometimes it's necessary to send out a search party if one or two are late back, but they're usually pretty good about returning, once they realize there's fresh hay and more food. It's now early July, and the pigs are having a lovely time in what is mostly quite warm and sunny weather. So make the most of it, boys. This is as good as it gets. And even if there are no girls here, you're still amongst the luckiest pigs around. So with the morning rush now over, most of them are settling down to check out the new teepee, freshly made this morning, to see if it's worth eating. But a couple, namely Piggly Bee and Cedric, are more interested in seeing where Amos and Pike might be. Whether they've been out, whether they're still out or back inside their annex. By the way, we were thinking of calling the annex Pig Cottage. What do you think? Actually, it was a suggestion from next door. Would it complicate matters? Because then you'd have the house and cottage at Pig Corner, wouldn't you? Perhaps we'd best just leave it as the annex. Or maybe you do think it's a good idea. Anyway, we move on into the playground, where it's a bit cooler, and there just so happens to be a pile of fresh grass. Would you like some more to eat, boys? You must be hungry by now, having not eaten anything for at least 2 minutes. Pigs being pigs, they eat pretty much non-stop, of course, until they can eat no more and fall asleep. Then when they wake up, it's time to start all over again. What a life, eh? No wonder most of them have got pot bellies. Here's Luigi coming to join in as well. So that's a full complement of mafia rats, with all 3 of them here. This is a lovely spot for them, don't you think? Safe, cool and shaded, and out of the way. Several of them spend the afternoons in this area, as it seems to be quite a bit cooler than out in the direct sun. Now it's time to call in on Amos and Pike, who are lucky enough to be out and about for a second time today. whilst most of the others are having a lunchtime nap. They are just about to make their way through the rushes and undergrowth back across to the bank and home again. Unfortunately though, Piggly Bee and Percy are still out as well. And whilst Amos enjoys meeting and greeting the others, it usually gets out of hand pretty quickly. So it was necessary to intervene at this point and help them back to the annex. Or to Pig Cottage, whatever. Later in the day, Gordon and Albert, soon to be joined by Mario and the Duxtables, are continuing the grand day out. Along the path between the shrubbery and one of the vegetable beds. No doubt some of you'll want to know what's growing there, so I'll say it's cavolo nero, lettuce and herbs, as far as I know. Possibly something else as well, but that's most of it covered. The garden here is a bit of a chaos garden, as I've said before. With stuff growing here, there and everywhere. I think they're quite lucky to have all this to keep them busy, stimulated and entertained. I don't suppose they realize how lucky they are to live like this. But it's nice to think they might appreciate it in their own way. And for us, they create plenty of joy and happiness every day, so it's all good. So that's it for today, viewers. But there will be more later in the week. Hopefully featuring Dylan, Henry and Gordon as much as possible. But it's not easy getting them all to follow the script, or even turn up at all sometimes. It'd be nice to get all 14 in the video together at least once in a while, but I doubt that'll ever happen, to be honest. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio for now then, see you again soon.